Okay. Sicko Nation. Sicko Nation is really in the house. On the East Coast of the United States, it is 1:18 a.m. right now. And we got 88 of you sickos in here talking about a Sixers loss to the Lakers at 1:18 a.m. Dean Migley said it's 5:16 a.m. here in Bradford, United Kingdom. Real sicko shit, man. Real sicko shit to be awake at 5:16 a.m. in the United Kingdom talking about a Sixers game. You need help, all right? Seek therapy. Listen, the Sixers lost to the Lakers. They collapsed in the final minutes. We're going to talk about a couple of things. But before we do, this is brought to you by BetUS. Go to betus.com. Using the link in my description, promo code JOIN125, and you will get 125% deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. 125% deposit bonus up to $2,500. You betting on college basketball? March Madness just started. It was going down today. There's a lot of good games. It's only going to get better as you get into the second round of the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 and all that. Here you're looking at some props for college basketball tomorrow right here on BetUS. And as you can see, the way that their prop builder works, you got individual games. You can click on that. You can go to individual players and take over-unders. You can bet on rebounds, assists, three-point field goals made for individual players, or you can just bet teams. You can do everything on BetUS. Go there using the link in my description. And the promo code JOIN125 and get 125% deposit bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500 and 10% gambler's insurance. Who else is giving you that? Nobody. Thank you, BetUS, for sponsoring the channel. Let's get down to business, man. The Sixers lose to the Lakers 101-94. Oh, hit the like button. 111 of you sickos in here, 1 o'clock in the morning. For the fact that we're even here at 1:20 a.m., I should have 120 people in here. I should have 120 likes on this stream right now for the fact that we are so sick in the head that we're talking about this at 1:20 a.m. So close out the chat one time, hit the like button. Call me on the Discord. Link is in the description. And become a member of the channel. That is greatly appreciated. Shout out to Cammy. A is in the chat, member of the channel. Za is in the chat, member of the channel. Who else a member up in here? Everybody else is asleep, huh? Sam Mel, member of the channel, is in here. I see you. Shout out to everybody. Thanks for being here. Okay, let's get down to business. The Sixers lose to the Lakers 101-94. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I had trouble focusing after midnight. It's just not normal to be watching a game after midnight. So my notes are lacking, and I'll just try to go off the top, and then I'll read the chat. And then if anybody wants to call the Discord, we'll take your calls, man. So I thought the Sixers came out with some fire. I thought they came out with some energy. Tobias Harris, his first game back from the ankle injury. The Sixers were 2-1 without him. The last game against the Phoenix Suns was not good. So Tobias comes back tonight, and did we get a game-changing performance from Tobias Harris? No, we did not. Would the Sixers have probably scored the exact same amount of points and done the exact same thing they did in this game without Tobias Harris? Yes, they probably would have. I did think, listen, I want to say I thought his effort was there tonight. All right, I didn't see any things that told me like this guy's not giving effort, he doesn't care, whatever. He was getting a little bit fired up at points. He was yelling at officials, whatever. He was trying. He was playing 100%. All right, the problem is Tobias Harris stinks. All right, that's the issue here. Okay, so we didn't have the issue of like him not chasing down a loose ball or just showing us that he didn't really care. He just stunk really bad in the game. Now, he hasn't played for a couple games, so maybe, we should give him a break, but he kind of sucked that much the same way before he hurt the ankle. So it's kind of just the same thing. You know what I mean? I think his contact layup rating on 2K is 25. He just turns the ball over in crucial situations anytime we get there. Down the stretch of this game, a really bad turnover late. It's just the same thing all the time. It's the same thing all the time. What did he give us? 14 points in the game. Whoop-de-fucking-do, Tobias Harris. Congratulations. You didn't affect the game at all. You literally didn't affect the game at all. And I saw somebody in the chat when we first came in here that said, am I the only one that thinks Tobias Harris is a ball stopper? No, it's exactly what he is. It's exactly what he is. The Sixers are better without him. They share the ball better without him. Players like Cameron Payne, Kelly Oubre, and others get more opportunities without him. They're better fits on this team in general. It is what it is. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Tobias Harris gave you a very empty 14 points, made some crucial mistakes down the stretch, had a very Tobias Harris game, okay? One of the things I wrote down, all of my notes that I took in the fourth quarter were Tobias Harris notes for some reason, okay? Every time he did something good, something bad happened immediately after. And that's just who he is. That's just the player that he is. It's like the basketball gods will not allow Tobias Harris to be great. As soon as he does something good, there's just an energy in the universe that strikes down wrath upon the Sixers organization, and they stop him. They stop him from being great immediately. It doesn't even take more than 30 seconds, dude. Fourth quarter, Tobias Harris gets called for a foul, I think, on LeBron, right? LeBron shoves him into a Austin Reeves screen from behind. Nick Nurse challenges the call. It's ruled an offensive foul on Austin Reeves. So it actually doesn't go down as a charge. I had a tweet that said Tobias Harris just drew his first charge as a Philadelphia 76er, 5 years in the making. He did not. He didn't get the charge call. It was a moving screen on Austin Reeves. All right. But here's the thing. We were celebrating that play. We were celebrating his defense. He had some solid defense in this game, and he was giving effort on the rebounds. I was giving him his flowers. And after that play, I was like, wow, Tobias Harris just drew a charge. This is a different level of effort than we're used to seeing from this guy. And immediately, on the other end of the floor, he airballs a wide open three-pointer. And the Lakers run down the floor on the other end. He doesn't run down the floor. And Anthony Davis gets a wide open dunk. And Nick Nurse calls a timeout. How do the Sixers have players who consistently airball wide open threes in the National Basketball Association, in the highest professional basketball league in the entire world, universe, existence of life, whatever? How, dude? How do you airball a wide open three? I would like to know. Not only do you not even come close to making the shot anytime you take it, you're taking it to a new level with the air balls, dude. Tobias Harris, 6 for 18, 1 for 6, 16 points. I'm sorry, 16 points. Now, he did give you 13 rebounds. Like I said, his rebounding effort was there. His defensive effort was there. Here's the problem. Why are we so obsessed with getting this guy back involved in the game this heavily? Why are we this obsessed with it? Why did we just play 3 games without Tobias Harris, and the first game back, he's the focal point of the whole damn offense? Are you shitting me? 41 minutes? 18 shots? Come on, bro. 41 minutes and 18 shots for Tobias Harris coming off of an ankle injury. The Sixers organization will just not accept the fact. They refuse to accept the fact that Tobias Harris is not a number 2 option. He's not a major part of scoring They just won't accept it. They just say, we signed him to this contract. We got to get him going. We got to get him more involved. We got to get him in right spots. He's just not that good. He's just not that good. And I think it affected the team negatively overall when you are forcing the ball to Tobias Harris half of the game. I think it affected the team negatively. So there's that. Tyrese Maxiell finishes the game with 27. His over on BetUS was 28.5. So some people said take the under on that. You were right. Good call. Obviously a better game than he had a couple of nights ago against the Phoenix Suns where he scored 6. He was 10 for 26. I thought he had some really nice points of the game. He was fighting. He was, trying his damnedest to drag this team full of G Leaguers to a victory. The fact that it was this close should let you know how bad the Lakers are, really. The Lakers are not changed. This is a fully healthy Lakers team, by the way. And anyone that thinks the Lakers are close to competing for an NBA championship this year is just out of their damn minds. So Maxey was 10 for 26. He was 1 for 9 from 3. It's the second game in a row that his three-point shot just looked uncomfortable. He didn't look like it was in rhythm. He looked like he was just shooting shots just to get shots off. He was, deep ones early in the shot clock. There was just a lot of odd stuff. It just looked out of sync. And then down the stretch, 5 minutes left in the game, we just absolutely collapsed. We couldn't buy a bucket. We couldn't get a stop. LeBron hit a wide open 3 to put the Lakers up 9. That was an overhelp by Tobias Harris. What's new? He overhelps and leaves players wide open for 3 all the time. And then the Lakers are up 5 with under a minute left. They're going to run some clock. You need one more stop to try to after Mo Bamba hit that ridiculous 3 in the corner. You need one more stop. And Austin Reeves is running the clock out. And Tyrese Maxiell lets him run 15 seconds off the shot clock and then fouls him by reaching for the ball for no reason. I didn't understand that at all. That was the dumbest thing I've seen Tyrese Maxiell do in his career. It was just it just made no sense whatsoever. But it is what it is. Players have mental lapses. Players have bad games. It's hard to slander Tyrese Maxiell, being 23 years old. He's the best player on this team right now at 23, trying to drag these guys across the battlefield every night, and he still gives you 27. He's out there putting up 26 shots. Without Tyrese Maxiell, we lose every one of these games by 30 points. But yeah, that was a terrible play. And then there was a possession at the end where he missed a 3. We get an offensive rebound. He misses it. Tobias misses a putback. Mo Bamba misses. Maxey misses a wide open layup. Tobias misses the putback. Maxey misses a 3. Misses another 3. It was just the last 5 minutes was just awful. And we lost. That's how that goes. That's how it went. What else? Kyle Lowry in 32 minutes had 5 points. He was 1 for 6. He had 3 assists. Safe to say Kyle Lowry was very bad in this game. I didn't say thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, man, but it wasn't. It was not a charge. It was a moving screen on Austin Reeves. I thought Kelly Oubre was really fighting in the first half. I thought Kelly Oubre was like the focal point of everything that was happening really in the first half. He had a nice block on Anthony Davis at one point and gave us that cancel celebration. He was just flying to the rim with reckless abandon in the first half. He was attacking. He had a quote today or yesterday about, wanting to be more of a playmaker, and I saw more of that from Kelly Oubre in this game. I saw him driving, bringing the defense in, and kicking the ball out and passing the ball. We call him possession ends here, Oubre, because he never passes the ball. He was making some plays out there. I'm just looking at the stat sheet here. Nicholas Batum in 20 minutes had 0 points and 5 rebounds. I mean, just a 6'10" PJ Tucker, absolutely horrendous. Just useless. Just useless. I don't even know what to say about Nicholas Batum at this point. He looked so good next to Joel Embiid. He looked like such a good compliment. And once Joel Embiid goes away, the deficiencies of all of these players just gets magnified, and that is what it is. Paul Reed in 13 minutes off the bench had 4 points. Nick Nurse has his hands tied with this roster. He has to choose every night between Mo Bamba and Paul Reed. Tonight, I think because of Anthony Davis, he goes with Mo Bamba just for the height, and Mo Bamba's horrible. I mean, he's horrible. I mean, it's not even close. He's horrible. Jackson Hayes is better than Mo Bamba. Like, he's the worst center in the league, dude. He's so bad. He can't guard the rim against anybody, let alone LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It was bad. I don't know what happened with KJ Martin. Not sure why he only played 3 minutes in the game. That's interesting to me. Cameron Payne had some nice little runs. Only ended up playing 12 minutes. I was just saying the other night, it would be nice to see Nick Nurse play be adaptive with the lineup and play the guy that's playing the best, right? But you get a 5-point performance from Kyle Lowry on 1 for 6, and he plays for 32 minutes. Cameron Payne, 7 points in 12 minutes. He was outperforming Kyle Lowry in the first half, and it would be nice for Nick Nurse in the second half to be able to say, hey, I'm going to go with Cameron Payne down the stretch instead of my boy Kyle. But it's his boy Kyle, and he's going to give you some Doc Rivers vibes with Kyle Lowry because he won a championship with him. He believes in him, and that's going to be something that's hard to break. But I think I would like to see more Cameron Payne in this game. Buddy Hield, a solid 5-point performance in 13 minutes. After the trade deadline, Buddy Hield was cooking. It looked like, oh my God, look at this guy, man. He's hitting threes, he's making plays, he's hitting step backs, he's scoring 20 points a game. Boy, did he come back down to earth. I think he'll obviously look a lot better if Joel Embiid comes back, but Buddy Hield has been not very effective recently, just struggling to even get open shots. When he is wide open, he's a bucket, but he's been struggling to get open shots. I thought with Kyle Lowry addition, maybe Buddy Hield would be more effective. But again, the more you try to force Tobias Harris to be one of your main scorers, that's less plays that you're running for Buddy Hield. It's less plays that you're running for anybody, so it's all affected by that too. That's how I feel about that. I think I was going to say something else, but I completely forget. It is 1:36 a.m. Who really cares? 219 of you sickos in here. Thanks for being here. Give me 219 likes for even being up here. I would appreciate that. We got 3 maniacs in the damn Discord that want to call the show, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we're all going to go to sleep, all right? That's what we're going to do. Amir Bay. Amir Bay is in the Discord. He just asked for the link in the chat a couple of minutes ago because he wanted to call the show. Amir Bay, what's going on, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, what's up? We got you. How you doing?
What's up, man? I've been wanting to call for the channel for a while.
Well, thanks for calling, bro. What you got, man? What you got for us?
Listen, can you play that one sound yelling fourth quarter, why the fuck Batum in? I need it.
Fourth quarter yelling, why the fuck Batum in?
Thank you.
Fourth quarter yelling, why the fuck Batum in?
Nurse reluctant. He's just so reluctant to play better guys in the fourth quarter. Like, Batum is not giving you nothing all game, but he's still in the game. It doesn't make sense. Same thing with Kyle Lowry. Cameron Payne played a way better second quarter. He was actually giving us some energy. Scoring, he was shooting pretty well, and he wants to play his guy Kyle Lowry. Nick Nurse, again, he doesn't have a lot to work with, but I think he could adjust and adapt. That's the point of a head coach. You're supposed to adapt and adjust and have better lineups on the floor, you know? So
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, I just got done saying that about the Cameron Payne versus Kyle Lowry thing. I think it's just something it's something you're gonna live with coaches that have a reputation and they do things their way. The fact that he won a championship with Kyle Lowry, I think he's gonna play favorites there. He's a lot more of an adjustment maker than the guy before us.
For sure.
But yeah, there's definitely things like this that are going to frustrate you with Nick Nurse, where he's obviously favoring Kyle Lowry over the guy that was playing better.
Yeah, and like I wrote a couple of notes down myself. We just fell apart in that fourth quarter. I mean, like Maxey had when Maxey had back-to-back buckets, he drove past AD, had like a reverse layup, then he drove past LeBron and had a floater. But after that, literally the next possession, we come down, he's getting double teamed midcourt. Maxey kicks it to Lowry. Lowry kicks it to Batum. He does a step back and he airballs. And then the next possession, Tobias airballs after that. So it's just like no one's helping our young guard. It's just tough. It just feels like it's just Maxey out there.
Right,
like,
and that's why, and that's why this team's gonna be bad without Joel, because as soon as a team, all they got to do is double Tyrese.
Right, exactly.
Is Tobias Harris going to beat you? No. Is Kelly Oubre, Kyle Lowry realistically going to beat you? No. Just stop Tyrese Maxey and you win the game.
Yeah. I have a Sixers group chat on Instagram. And I've been talking about Buddy Hield. He's been terrible after All-Star break, but you just can't blame him. Like, he's never been a guy who could create his own shot very well. I think those first couple games that he got traded, I think teams were just getting used to guarding him on the Sixers. And then once you see the film and the tapes out, you just got to get up on Buddy Hield, and he can't create that much for himself. But I think when Embiid comes back in that space and gravity, he will be a better player when he gets open shots. But you just can't ask a lot from him trying to create by himself, because that's not him. Like, that's just
on the money, bro. Absolutely on the money, Amir, man. Great call, bro. You got anything else, man?
Nah, that's it. Go Sixers, man. Let's go.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling, and call again anytime, man. Shout out to Amir. Great call, man. 1:40 a.m. and we're getting energy from the callers, man. We're gonna go to my guy Jarrett Newsom, man. I didn't get him last time he tried to call in. It was I forgot to go back to him. Jarrett, what's going on, man? Yo, Jarrett.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
Hey, you up late with an old man, brother?
I was about asleep at halftime. Now I'm awake again for some reason. So, it's all good.
You putting some in that coffee, man. You put some in that drink.
I did. I drank a coffee at midnight. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, man. But hey, bro.
What you think?
You got a dog day once again, man. And I'm going to tell you, this is definitely for the sickos, man. This is definitely for the sickos. And I'm telling you, you definitely loving the Sixers to be up this late.
Yeah. Sixers with no Embiid, watching a game until 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, man, bro.
That's ridiculous.
That says it all right. That says it all right there in a nutshell. Watching the Sixers with no Embiid past 1 o'clock.
Facts.
That's a beautiful synopsis right there, bro. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I look at my team, man, and I mean I've been a sicko for years, and bro, like I said, I had to go and break it down to you and tell you how I've been robbing you. I had to go and put that. I need to put extra money in this month. But I'm gonna tell you, man, These boys looking very, very bad. You can lose to the old man Lakers. Come on, man.
They are looking bad, man. But hey, it's all about it. Is at the end of the day, is Embiid coming back? It's just all there is, really. I just don't. It's hard for me to kind of care that much what they look like without him, because you're not winning without him anyway.
Man, that's the hope, bro. That's the hope. And like you told me, boy, they selling us that cup of hope right now. And that's basically why we're trying to watch them. We got that cup of hope. We're trying to drink it.
People are having trouble believing that because it looks very bad right now. But he changes the game so much, man. He changes everything so much. If he's even 90%, this team is so much better.
Brother, you said it, man. We talk about MVP. You look at what a team is like without their best player. Come on, look at them, man. Look at the Sixers.
Right. Exactly.
Look at the Sixers.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
All right,
But
Jarrett.
man,
Thanks for calling, bro. What you got? You got
appreciate
something
you,
else?
brother. Take care, man. That's it. Take care, man. Just enjoy your show, man. Love your show.
All right, bro. Thanks so much, man. Shout out to Jarrett Newsom, man. Listen, my guy SG is in the Discord, all right? And SG calls in after every show and gives us his opinion on a certain player. And I am excited to hear his opinion after this game. SG, what's up? Yo.
Hey, what's up, DJ? How's it going?
What's going on, man?
First of all, I like your intro, man. Appreciate that.
Anytime.
My name is SG, and I'm a Philadelphia 76ers sicko. You don't get paid enough for the therapy that you provide. But I'm here to sound off. You already know I'm about to sound off. You know I'm about to sound off.
All right, let's hear it.
First of all, what's up with Tobias? What's up with Tobias Harris ankles, man? I thought we had some type of agreement. He needed to stay. He needed to stay out. We already know. Tobias tried to start off aggressive, come out hot, act like he was somebody. But we know that the only reason why you look good was because you just had a whole week off. That's the only reason why you had some rest. And now you're trying to come in, look like you got some game. He's one of the biggest frauds I've ever seen in my entire life. And I just wish he would go away. That's first thing. That's first. You still with me, DJ?
I'm still with you, man. I'm 100% with you. He came out firing. He came out with some kind of like it's comeback season energy. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready now. I had a couple games off. I'm ready to show everybody that I'm an assassin scorer."
Assassin.
And it was just brick after brick after brick.
And then did you hear him at halftime? Tobias Harris looks like he's on a vengeance. He's coming back and he's being productive.
Who said that?
I'm like clockwork. I mean, like Dame Time.
Who said that?
I'm like, yo, this dude is going away in the second half. We know this.
Easy.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Easy to predict. Who said that?
Now,
who said it? Who said that at halftime?
Do you know Ali Dick Denala? You know what I'm saying? These guys, I don't know. These, the reporters, they are always trying to act like, Tobias, he's doing great this half. We just need him to come out the second half with the same fight. And we know who he is. Yeah, it was no pressure. That's all it is. He come in, there's no pressure. He doesn't he's coming off of a severe ankle injury. We don't expect much from him. And then second half when we need him to show up, he makes a play, but then he's a bonehead. He's going to mess it up anyway. We already knew that. Can we get that sound real quick? Batum.
Fourth quarter yelling, why the fuck Batum in?
Hey, come on. Hey. Yo, that's a bar.
Yeah, I don't know why they that's my whole what I saw in this game, and I know everybody, all the people on the outside are like, why do you guys focus on Tobias Harris so much? But it's just it stands out so much to us those of us that really watch the games like this, and this game they forced it to Tobias Harris the whole game for no reason. 41 minutes. 41 minutes.
41 after an ankle injury. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the Sixers are committed to winning. I think I have to stand behind my statement that I'm scared for Joel to come back, because when he comes back, he's going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting. But I got two more points real quick, and then I'll get off.
All right.
Yo, I am really, really disappointed in Buddy Hield. You know what I'm saying? I think that we're giving him this when Joel comes back, he'll have space to operate. I'm just not even liking what I'm seeing regular. You know what I'm saying? Like you always talk about where are the basketball players at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we thought we had one in Buddy Hill, and here we go. He just has zero level of consistency. I just haven't seen anything that makes me feel like when Embiid comes back that we got a real shooter on our hands.
I mean, I would say that he struggles to create his own shot, and he struggles to, especially, there's a lot of ISO ball happening, man. There's a lot of like Tobias ISO, and then he just passes it over to Buddy Hield, and then he has to try to figure something out. There's a lot of, but I mean, he's still the best movement shooter in the NBA. You know what I mean? So you did add a sniper to your team.
I mean, I think you're standing on a hill with this. That I think you're like contributing to my sickness. I think that's what's happening here because it's like I know what I'm seeing. I know I'm not crazy. You know what I mean? But I know I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I know I'm not crazy. Like Buddy Hield, he's doing something. There's something off about this kid. I'm not really feeling it. And last but not least, where the hell is Ricky Council? Why
0
do
minutes.
I have to go through this? You know what I'm saying? Where's Ricky Council? Where's Cameron Payne? Where are the motherfucking ballers at? We got two more 6'10" athletic centers. We out here running Mo Bamba. He can't even fucking guard the fly. Yo, what's up? What are we doing?
Bro, Ricky Council did not play coach's decision. Kai Jones did not play coach's decision. Cameron Payne, 12 minutes. All the players you just named. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. 41 minutes for Tobias Harris coming off an ankle injury.
That's 30, the reason why. Coach's decision is Tobias Harris is about to run it up and catch up on the last games that he didn't play. They had to make sure he got all his minutes back.
32 for Mo Bamba, 32 for Kyle Lowry, who gave you 5 points. I mean, yeah, the lineups here, now when you look at the minutes, they just looks ridiculous, really.
I don't want to take up too much more time, man, but I do appreciate you.
Yeah, bro.
Man, listen, I don't know, man. I would love to be on some type of show or I see some type of show where you go up against somebody who really wholeheartedly care about Embiid enough to say we don't need him back, man. It's too hard to watch. But that's I haven't seen anything that makes me feel like we need him back. We definitely going to start winning when he comes back, but it's just too much of the regular bad stuff. Like it's like you're working in a warehouse and you just need this guy to come back and for the warehouse to start functioning again. But you got other coworkers are there. Like,
yeah. How good would the Nuggets look without Nikola Jokic? It wouldn't be this bad, but I'm just saying, like when that player's the whole system, then you just got Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. running in circles, and like how good would they really be? You know,
right? And then you got Zion as an example. Like without Zion, the Pelicans look like crap. So I do see your point. It's just so yeah. I guess we just need him to be back, but that's just such a scary.
He's coming back, man.
Scary thing.
He's coming back. Get ready for it. All right, man. Thanks for calling, bro.
DJ, man. Have a good one, bro.
All right, you too. SG, keeping it real, man. Keeping it real. Keeping it 100. Keeping it 100. All the way 100. We got Mr. Hoover on the line, and then I'm out of here, man. Mr. Hoover. Yo, Mr. Hoover.
Hey, DJ. How we doing tonight?
Doing good, man. What's up?
I'm doing all right. A couple notes. To piggyback the last caller, I think it was SJ. He's absolutely right. What are we doing? Like we this is why I was talking about weeks ago about Kai Jones. Okay, you need athletic people who can rebound.
Mm-hmm.
The power forward position, in my opinion, is 6'10", 6'9".
Yep.
Not 6'8". Center is 6'11", 7 foot and up. Mo Bamba got to go watch Shaq if he wants to play for me.
Well, Mo Bamba could watch Shaq for the rest of his life and still suck. He's not good.
You can see it. He's like hesitating on it. I was like, dude, go in there, go after it. It's like, we're not asking you to give us $1 million. We're asking you to go after it. Like that alley-oop. Now, I'll give him a little bit high, but you could see there's that hesitancy there.
Yeah.
Okay, another point. Nick Batum. We got to stop playing Nick Batum. It's what you've been saying. He's only good with Embiid. Okay, what was that one guy we just signed? The 12th man. I don't know his name. Do you know at the top of your head?
No, I didn't even look into that one. He's another 6'10", 220 something. I don't even remember his name though.
Okay, but when I was seeing footage of him on RB's show, this guy was pulling up. He was athletic. He was running.
Yeah.
Okay, him, Kai Jones, Ricky Council. What are we doing?
All right.
Okay,
Look. Okay, I understand what you're saying, but realistically, you think about what you just said. Realistically, is Kai Jones, Ricky Council Jr., and the guy whose name we don't even know out of the G League winning you an NBA game? Like, is it like really? No, they're not.
Is Kai Jones better than Mo Bamba?
Yes.
Is the one new guy better than Nick Batum?
I don't know the answer to that.
That's fair. Is Ricky Council let me rephrase it. Does Ricky Council deserve to play an NBA game?
He does, but I understand why Nick Nurse doesn't like playing him.
Please explain.
He just some games he's just erratic, and his relentless attacking the rim is great, but it gets exposed at times to where he makes some takes on triple teams, turns the ball over, dribbles it off the side of his foot. Like, he has some lapses where he looks like a rookie. But that doesn't mean he shouldn't play. I still think you need his energy and physicality in games like this. So I'm not saying he shouldn't play, but I know I think I'm just saying that I know what Nick Nurse is kind of looking at when he doesn't play him.
I get it, but I think he at least deserves a bench spot. And two other points here, and then I'm going to get out of here because I know it's late and I know you have life. Okay, so I want to repeat this. Buddy Hield is not a small forward. Buddy Hield is a shooting guard only.
Right.
This is why. Look at the numbers. Correct me if I'm nuts. Please do. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Right.
Buddy Hield was, again, 20 points when he was at the shooting guard spot. When he moves to the small forward, it's the 13-15.
Yeah.
Buddy Hield can shoot shoot shots at the shooting guard spot.
So you're talking about these lineups where these lineups with like Lowry, Maxey, and Buddy all on the floor together.
Yeah, this is why I was saying campaign at starting point guard, because I'm not trying to be rude to Kyle Lowry. It's just campaign's younger, faster, quicker.
I know. But look, here's the thing about things like that. We can say what we think should happen. I felt the same way. Look, Nick Nurse is way better than Doc Rivers, but I'm just saying in context of saying things that are not going to happen. There's no point. Like, we could say a lot of things that we think should. We got to look at it. What things need to happen that we think Nick Nurse will do? He's not starting Cameron Payne. He's not going to do that.
I wish Nick Nurse would. You see, one of the things about being a coach is I know there's some nut fans out there, but you know what? There's also some pretty freaking smart fans like yourself. You make up good points. And I sound like I'm kissing your rear, but I'm telling you facts. You make up good points. You're talking about analytics, quickness, fastness, ball movement, those type points.
Yep.
is what a coach needs to listen to. They need to listen to the fans. Now, some fans are out there want to run their mouths, social media, whatever. But there are also some fans who can actually do your job for you. Put some stuff forward, give it a shot. And if Nick Nurse is listening, please listen to GJ. Listen to the fans. We're trying to help you.
All
We're
right,
not
bro.
trying to be a pain. But
Hey,
I'm going to
man.
let you go.
All right, bro. Thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Mr. Hoover on the line. Yeah, Mr. Hoover, I just think you sometimes you're a little bit delusional and I'm not insulting you. Here, listen to why I'm saying this. Sometimes you think, for some reason, that our opinions actually matter. You know what I'm saying? You think that our opinions actually matter. And, we give our opinions because we want to give our opinions on what happened. But I think sometimes you think that we can actually change what's happening, and we can't. Nick Nurse is not listening to the fans. He's not going to listen to me. He's not going to start Kai Jones or Cameron Payne. He's not. It's just these are things that are just not going to happen. Like when I get frustrated with the amount of minutes Tobias Harris played, look, I think Tobias Harris shouldn't be here, but I'm not going to keep saying that because that's not going to happen. I do think Tobias Harris, coming off of an ankle injury, should not be playing 41 minutes and putting up 18 shots and stopping the ball every 5 seconds. So I think, like, I'm trying to say what I think should happen within what I know they're basically going to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But I love you, Mr. Hoover. Thanks for always calling the show. But, yeah, Nick Nurse ain't listening to me, dog. Look, there's NBA coaches, they get to that level. They win championships. They have an ego. That's just something we got to deal with. Nick Nurse is going to do things that he deems the right thing to do because he is more experienced than all of us and anybody else. And he's won a championship just a couple years ago. And, the Tobias Harris thing, I can't understand it. I just can't, and I can't wait till it's over. For them to bring him back out here and shove him in our faces for 41 minutes coming off of an ankle injury, and for them to just be like, look, here he is. He's going to come back, and he's going to be a big part of the offense. And all. It's just bullshit, dude. It's just absolute bullshit. I mean, it can't come soon enough. This guy not being forced onto this team any longer just can't come soon enough, dude. And I'm sorry, but shoving Tobias Harris out there for 41 minutes and making him a focal point of the offense the whole damn game affected the team negatively. And I'm tired of seeing it, and I can't wait for it to be over. We got like a couple months left, and then we can move on. 5 years of watching this guy on the Sixers will be done for, and we can spend that $40 million hopefully on a more balanced team. Although Daryl Morey doesn't know balance anyway, and he's going to shoot for the stars and try to sign Paul George. So strap in. Eastwood, you kind of a clown like the Sixers front office. All right, how do we hide this user on the channel? Fraud in the chat. We got to get you out of here, bro. You can take your dumb comments. You can take your dumb comments to someone else's show. There's an ad in my way, bro. Come on, I'm trying to hide user on this channel. There you go, dummy. Now nobody will ever see one of your comments again. Ha ha ha. Joke's on you. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for tuning in. It is 2:02 a.m. There's 217 people in here. Go ahead and hit the like button one more time. You guys are amazing for even being here. I just can't thank you enough for watching the show all the time, listening all the time. The consistent views and reactions and everything is just growing this brand at an insane pace. I went from making videos on my phone to having major news outlets know who I am. I'm just gonna say that. So thank you guys, man. It's wild, and I am forever grateful for anybody that watches and listens. All right, and we're gonna keep it going. Sicko Nation to the motherfucking moon, bro. We're taking over. And if this team never wins a championship, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, Sicko Nation is going to run shit. And there's going to be, the city of Philly is going to be saying, what the fuck is this Sicko Nation I keep seeing everywhere, man? What is it? I was at El Rodeo today, nice Mexican restaurant, one of my favorites right down the street here. And I walked in, I sat at the bar, and this guy across the bar said, I thought that was a Sixers shirt. And I said, it is. And he was like, what? It doesn't say Sixers. And I was like, it doesn't. And that was the end of the conversation. He doesn't know. Anyway. Yeah, I'm out. You guys have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.